Well, hello my friends, this is Gladys from Gladys Garden in Heart of a Gypsy. How is everyone today? Thanks for stopping by. And today I have something I'd like to share with you. But before we go any further, I'd like to tell you, I'd like to apologize to everyone. My voice is kind of coming and going. I'm still trying to get over this cough and bronchitis that I've had for a while. And so I hope I don't have to cough and disturb the whole thing. So I'll just give you a rundown explanation of what I've done. This is kind of a surprise gift for my friend Liza from Liza's Paper Passion, and she's also in my group and Heart of a Gypsy Soul Designs. And I've been working on this puppy for a while. She's the one that kind of introduced me to them, or kind of showed me a picture of an egg carton that was altered, and I really liked it. But the problem with that is that I couldn't find the proper size egg carton. Either they were the 12, or they were the 6, but they were not in. On the 12, they had the carton, but on the 6, we couldn't find any here in my town. So I was just waiting, and finally I said, I'm not going to get any. And then finally, what I did find was this one that is, I don't even know what brand it is, but it's supposed to be organic eggs, and excuse me, and it's kind of this way, and it's a 10. And that's what that really caught my attention, because to me it wasn't too long, but it wasn't too small either. 6 to me was too small, and the 12 seemed to be long. So this one to me was like the perfect size. I bought 2 of them, and yeah, I'm planning to do the other one for myself. But this is a gift that I made for her, and it's kind of a surprise because she didn't know I was making this for herself. But I'll give you a little bit of explanation of what I did. I cover the whole thing inside and out with pattern paper, or like sewing pattern paper that in fact she had given me earlier in a gift. And I cover the whole thing with mud push, and I just kind of made it really wet so it kind of stuck to it, and it's everywhere. Let me open it so you guys can see how it looks, everywhere. And then after it was dry, which it took a while because it soaks a lot of the glue, because it's a very, porous surface. And after that, I did some trim everywhere. I did let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trims in here. I first have a yellow one, not yellow one, but it kind of, I don't know what I'm going to say that. It's kind of like an antique, dirty look, very vintagey looking, and you can barely see it in here, but in person you're able to appreciate it a little bit better. Then I put this little French right here, which is Venice lace, then this trim, and this pearl trim, and then this other pearl trim over it. So it's kind of very shabby chic-ish and very layered, and that's what I wanted to convey. The other thing that I did with this, I have this die that I have right here. And then let me see if I can bring it. It's this one, and it's by, it's a retired die by Carton. I've had it for so long. And I cut them out of just regular cardboard from recycling boxes and stuff. In fact, those are the best because they have a little bit of a thickness to it without being heavy to cut. And I cut about 8, I think, and then I glued them together. And then I painted the whole little sewing machine in pink with Tim Holtz crackle paint. And after it was all dried and crackled, I went ahead and applied some UT, or the ultra thick embossing powder to it to cover it, because I didn't want it to start chipping, and that's what it was happening. Plus it just kind of gives it a really nice look, I think, anyways. I added this little dress form, ultra dress form right here, and then I put this little crown over it, which she has sent me in another gift box. Let's see, some flowers that I put in here. There is a little fleur-de-lis with some flat back little pearls to it. And let's see what else. Flowers, just I put some in the back, one in here, and a couple here. Then I made this little charm right here, and this is a little bell, and then I have some glass beads, and I have a cloisonne bead, which I love, and this acrylic pink bead. Then also wanted to create another extra little pin cushion that would be on the outside, and I'll flip this over so you can see it. There's a acrylic flower in there, and it's covered with pearl trim, and I made all this little excuse me these stick pins for herself. Made it out of whatever I had, you know, in my beads and stuff, and they're all a little different, so you can see. This is one of my favorites with the pink right here, and this is another one that I really like. It has like an acrylic flower on top, and I put a lot of the bling stuff in it, so I know she would like that. Let me put those back right there. And there's just another one, and there's another one, and this right here. So just pearls and pearl beads, any of my spacer beads, anything, just, you know, I just combined everything. And the reason why I had to create another pin cushion, because there's one inside, but this big stick pins, they don't fit inside, okay? Because if you put them on the inside, then the cardboard or the egg carton would not close properly. So that's why I decided to put one out here, and I just think that they look very pretty, you know, on the little pin cushion on the back of the little sewing machine. It doesn't distract from the whole thing, it just kind of adds on, I think. And I'll take you inside, so when you open it, it'll stop you right there because the sewing machine is there, but I'll open it even further so you can see and hear. So what I did here is I created a little pocket with some Venice vintage lace that I've had, so she can put whatever she wants in there, any you know, more thread, or those thread little cards that she can put in there, whatever. And here is my bigger pin cushion, and let me flip it over so you can see the little oops, I guess you can see them, the little pins. These are the only ones that fit. These are, most of these ones were vintage that I've had them for I don't know how long, and this is the perfect size that she needs to put in here, so I'm going to leave those in there for her. And what I did with this to create this pin cushion, I gather a lot of my stuffing that I use for the pillows and whatever, and then just kind of cut a circle, pretty wide circle, you know, I say double than whatever size you want to have your pin cushion be, and then I just kind of put all the stuff in the middle and just gather it like this on the back, and then I closed it with one of my rubber bands. Then on top of that I put this little doily and just closed it again together, and just glued it to the base of the egg carton. Obviously I had to cut out one of these little towers in order for that to fit in there. And then I put a bunch of little you know, wooden spools, and I filled them up with some you know, seam binding that she can use with anything as she pleases, just to cover them. And there's some in there with some more lace, and I'm still going to put other things in there. So anyhow, here it is, and I do hope that you guys have enjoyed this. It's not really a tutorial, but it's kind of an explanation. It's an easy project, really. It's just time consuming because of all the little steps and you know, things that you have to do to it to decorate. And the back of this, I put a little sewing machine there, and there's like a pattern of a dress or a dress form, and then there's like a little tag that has two ladies, like a pattern picture, and then a sewing machine, and then I added two little flowers on this side and one on this side. So it's not a difficult project. It's just, like I said, it has little details, but even if you're making it for yourself, it's an awesome little project. And if you're not making it for yourself, for somebody else, I'm sure somebody else will be very happy with it. And then you just close it this way, so it just closes very nice, and none of the things on top will fall. So here it is, because I put enough glue to last into Kingdom Come, I think. I like to be kind of bountiful with my glue. I don't want anything to kind of, you know, come apart. The other thing that I did in here, I put a little sign that says preserve wholesome traditions. So anything that would go with a sewing theme. I put a little picture in here of a lady who is sewing, and she's kind of, you know, tailoring her dress over a dress form. So I thought the whole thing came together, and I hope my friend Lisa does like it. Lisa, this is for you, and just to say thank you for everything you do for me and for the group and all the help I've gotten from you, especially this last almost 3 weeks that we have been very sick in my whole family, you know, from starting from my sisters. One had the heart surgery, the other one had the heart attack. My baby was in the hospital, and then I had to go into the hospital for a little bit to ER, and just it's been one thing after another, and you have been there like a true friend, so I really do appreciate it. So friends, I hope you liked the little explanation as to how to make this little egg carton sewing box, and thanks for stopping by, and we'll talk to you guys later. And I have a lot of pictures coming up, so you guys can enjoy that. Okay, take care. Bye bye.